All right, so in this video, we're going to be talking about, for the first time ever on this channel, and something that will continue, Persona 5, The Phantom X. This game is honestly one that the more I learned about, the more I was very impressed, and I am planning to do many videos for this game on the channel, especially in the next month and 2 months. So we're going to talk a bit about this game, and I'm also going to give you a bit of info regarding the global launch of this game. Currently, I am on Blade Cypher's account. He let me actually use his account, so big shout out to him. 7 days until release. I'll put this down below, but he is going crazy on Persona content. Big shout outs to him, right? So we are 7 days away from global launch. And I wanted to talk a bit about the game, get you guys a bit acquainted of what to expect in terms of combat and gacha, right? I think those are the two most important things that really matter when you go into a game. So we're going to talk a bit about that, but I wanted to give a bit of info besides that. And in general, I mean, Pridewin is also going to be covering this game, so I would probably recommend actually checking Pridewin out. It looks a bit odd, but I'm going to explain how this works a bit when we get into it. But yeah, no, honestly, I really like the feel of the game. It's on PC, and I did mute them, but they do actually play the Persona 3 Reload soundtrack. Now, one thing I want to say and make very clear is that I have not engaged with the most amount of Persona media. One of my best friends is a mega Persona nerd, and also I constantly listen to Persona 3 Reload, but in general, I'm going to be using this as my gateway to really get into Persona, so I hope you guys welcome me with open arms, and I'm going to have a lot of fun doing this because in general, I really like Persona character designs. I love the OST. I just never found the time to really start this series, and what better time than to start it after playing the gacha, right? So I'm going to be doing that, right? Now, what do I want to talk about first? Well, let's kind of get into, I kind of want to talk a bit about some different things, but let's talk about the first banner, and that's going to be Joker. So Joker is going to come out first, and to my understanding, what's very cool, well, obviously everyone's going to want to go for him. Everyone's going to be going for him. He is a very strong unit, very good DPS, right? Now, what I do like is basically there's 2 passives, 3 skills, and then an ult. That's basically how this works. The highlight is the ult. They all work pretty differently, and with the little I did play, I did have a good amount of fun. So Joker coming out first, I mean, is pretty good. I don't think that's going to be too bad. Now, in terms of the gacha system, I want to inform you guys a bit on how that's going to work. Basically, there's 2 different types of pity systems. On launch, and by the way, there is a built-in auto translator that people made for this game. The community is insane. They're actually insane. Like, they're really talented. I'm not gonna lie. So basically, the one that we're gonna get on global is gonna be this one. Okay, so don't look at this. Look at this. Basically, the pity is 80, but for a 50-50. On the second one, you get it guaranteed. So it's gonna take 160. I think that's 10 lower than Genshin's, and I think it's the same as Wuthering Waves, so that's a W. The rate is 0.8%, right? However, this banner, the pity is 110%. Sorry, 110, right? You guarantee get it after 110. So if you get very unlucky, it's better to summon on this, but this one's not on global launch, and I might make a full video on that. If you would like, let me know. I think I'm planning on making a video just talking about this because it won't be on global launch because it wasn't on launch for the other versions too. But you see it's only a 0.2% SSR rate, right? So keep that in mind. But still, I feel like in general, you're going to be fine with this now. You might be like, oh, but what if we don't get enough crystals? Don't worry. So you can see that a pull costs 150, right? A pull costs 150. And if we check 2.1, let's just see what they gave in 2.1. Okay, if we check it, total free to play in 2 weeks, right? This is, to my understanding, a 2-week period, which is absolutely wild. Look at that, 8.9. Next one was 8.21. In a 2-week period, they got 8,700, right? So that means that in the next part, they got 77. So in total, if we're adding both of these up, the higher amount you could get is literally, guys, 110 pulls from just this month for 2.1, which obviously is not going to be launch. At launch, we're probably going to easily get pity, obviously. For just this, right? I think this is probably like the version update. I'm not sure though. You literally got like 16 to 17K. Now, that would mean about 110 pulls. So, obviously, right now, it is not going to be the guaranteed, right? It's not going to guarantee give you every single unit, for example. However, in the future, right, it will. So, there is that. Because, like, if you're getting that many pulls every month, there's one unit, I'm going to guess, every 3 weeks. Looking at this unit just came out. So you're going to get almost every unit. And you're going to get every unit unless you get shafted. That's the main thing. If you get shafted, then GG. But if not, you're going to be pretty well off in this game, considering the pull count. So that's honestly pretty nice. I do want to just make a disclaimer. Of course, this does count weapon pulls. So part of it you could technically take out. And I do need to make that very clear. Of course, right? So like some of it's not going to technically go into this banner. Just make sure that's clear. But you can still probably get about 100, which is like kind of crazy. 100 per month is pretty good. When you consider what games like Wuthering Waves and Genshin, well, Genshin gives what 50 per 6 weeks. Is that not it? I think it's that. And then Wuwa gives like 130 in 6 weeks. So this is 100 to 110 pulls in fucking 4 weeks, right? So very good, very good, honestly. Now I want to do a little combat. It was honestly when I first started a bit confusing. If I'm being real, it was quite confusing. Let's just really go into one of the easier ones. I just want to kind of show you guys a bit how this works. I'm not the most acquainted. I want to make sure that's known, but let's at least get us to all be acquainted together. So basically, yeah, this role is like a support. It's going to unlock one of the icons. Now, Wonder, this guy is always going to be on your party, but how he works is that he has personas that you equip to him, and these are going to change the skills he's able to do. So that's honestly going to be quite an interesting thing, and I absolutely love how at least some portion of this game is actually in English. It's fucking fantastic. I just need to make that clear. So this is the Joker that's going to be on launch, okay? So let's just head in and just start shit. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter. We're only going to check the first part out. Oh, my ears! Oh, my God! Oh my God. Oh wow, that was loud. I just need to say how loud that was. Okay, so basically let's just head into this and kind of explain. Oh, are we on auto? Please tell me we're not. Oh, and we finished. Okay, maybe I need to find a better... Hold on. Okay, so let's go into this. Basically, sword and gun are able to break them a lot quicker to my understanding. Now, support, we did just use it, right? There's a 4-turn cooldown. However, that's going to be from the navigator team, the navigator teammate, right? So this teammate is going to unlock it, right? This one, right? Any of these guys are going to unlock it. And on global launch, it seems that it's only going to be Miyu and then Kaio. So keep that in mind for sure. Keep that in mind. There's not going to be many, but at least they're going to be 4 stars, right? And that's how you're going to unlock this. Now, besides that, there's going to be the persona, right? Persona is going to be 3 skills, and it's going to use SP. The pink bar is your SP, right? So yeah, fortunately, at least some of them is translated. And, you know, you're just going to do your skills, okay? I really like the aesthetic of this game. I will make that very clear. And there's a 3 times, big W, big W. So yeah, like if we use the gun, what I love is just bang, 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 bro. I fucking love it, dude. Yeah, it's fire, it's fire. And then afterwards, you see because of the sword, we do knock him down. So we're gonna pull out Wonder. I'm gonna guess it's because we did knock him down. Okay, nice 200 damage. To my understanding, Wonder is mainly a support unit. So yeah, and then afterwards we could do this. Okay, I guess we can't use it yet. All right, fair enough. So let's go into this. Perfect. So animation-wise, I would like to show the ult, but I think we're gonna have to go to a bit of a harder one. So let's go and do that. All right, so I just want to show it a bit with my own doing. Now, I do want to stop before we really go into this and show this. So if we check here, just to make it clear, the first 3 skills here are his attacks, right? These are the persona attacks that you see here, right? That's for everyone. Just to make sure that Pride one's more legible. Now, this is the ult, right? So the ult, you could see it right here, right? It's this star, okay? But we can't use it yet, but it is the star. And then the bottom 2 skills are passives. So keep that in mind. Then these are the dupes. The awareness are dupes. So you can see here, this is the support. You could use that at any time. The only thing is that there's a turn cooldown. So if we use this one, well, we're going to see how long it is, but we could still do it. And the animations are pretty good in this game. It's a pretty nice heal too. And then, yeah, we cannot use it for another 4 turns. And I think it was up to 8. So, you know, you have to keep that in mind. So let's really go into this. Let's go. And maybe we're going to kill. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I think now they're a bit more tanky. So we could just kind of go for this. We'll give the buff. We'll give the buff. Okay. So that's going to give attack. Perfect. And you can see they're at 59% now. So keep that in mind. Let's go for the AoE. Sure. I do want to get their ults and show it off a bit, at least once, just to make sure. And then I'll probably finish off the video. So now we're on Wonder, and his personas are the ones that give him his attacks here, right? So you're going to see this. That is from the personas. So keep that in mind. I think it is a pretty interesting thing that they got going on with the Persona thing. I think it's decent for sure, especially on Wonder. So definitely something to keep in mind. And we're about to be there. Let's go. Let's do this. Perfect. And I think we got it. Yup. Let's see it. Let's see. I think this is one of the more recent units. I'm not 100% sure, but let's try it out. Oh wait. Okay. Yeah. I see. So let's do it. Let's see how this looks. Okay. They don't look that bad. I don't think it's like the most visually stunning game ever. However, I think that it is a very stylistic game. Like even the drop shadow they got going on is very nice in my opinion. So I fuck with it. I do fuck with it. Even the icons. It's gonna take a bit of getting used to for the icons, but I'm fucking with it. Now the one thing is, especially because it's all obviously in a language I do not understand, I would definitely say that the UI feels very overwhelming. Right, there's a lot of stuff going up on here, over here, and then if I click Metaverse, then there's more. So, I mean, obviously it's because it's a language I don't understand, but I could definitely see this even on global being a bit confusing at first, so I just wanted to bring that up. But overall, I am quite impressed with what I've been playing so far, and I'm very excited to get my hands on the game soon. So, we're going to be doing that shit. We are definitely going to be doing that shit for sure. I know there's no English voices, but overall, it's fine. I don't think it's that bad. We got the dub. Like, we're gonna be chilling, bro. We're gonna be chilling. I think the models in this game, honestly, do look pretty good. If we're being real, they do look pretty good. So that's gonna be something quite interesting. And then we do have the weapons here. These are where the weapons will be. So we're gonna have to keep that in mind. At least it is translated, bro. I love how seamless it is too. Like, that's fucking fire, dude. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Let me know, are you going to be playing Persona? I think this game is looking pretty good, so I'm going to be enjoying this quite a bit. Now, I'm going to finish the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.